All right. So, so let's have a look at the first one, A here. Now we've said slope is the change in y divided by the change in x. Now you always start at the point furthest to the left. Okay, so just like how we read a book from the left to the right. When we're calculating slope, we start from the left and make our way to the right. So we have the change in y, all right, divided by the change in x. Now we can see, I'll write it out here like this. We can see that it has gone across two spaces. So we've gone 1, 2. So the change in x, the change in its horizontal is 2. That's what's going at the bottom. And the change in y is that it has gone up 3 spaces. So that means we have positive 3 here. The slope of this first line is 3 on 2. Okay, for the next one, we can see we start at the leftmost point. We've gone across 1, 2, 3 spaces. So our change in x is 3. And our change in y, 1, 2, 3, our change in y is 3. 3 divided by 3 simplifies to 1. All right, so this has a slope of 1. What that means, the change in x is equal to the change in y. All right, on to C. And so we've got across 1 and then up 3 spaces. All right, so we start at the leftmost point. We've gone across 1 and up 3. 3 divided by 1 simplifies to 3. Whenever you have 3 by itself, it can be expressed as 3 on 1, but it's much simpler to write it like this. Okay, D. D, we have a vertical line. Okay, it looks like this. So for its slope, its change in x, it's gone across 0 spaces, and it's gone up 3, hasn't it? 1, 2, 3. Now, 3 divided by 0, does anyone know what this is?
0.
It's not 0. It's undefined. Now, in future lessons, I'll show you why it's undefined, and it's actually very fascinating as, well, how can you have something that's not defined? But if we have 3 cakes divided by 0 people, ultimately it doesn't make sense. You can't divide 3 cakes amongst 0 people. So a slope of a vertical line is undefined, and that's also stated at the top in our notes. A vertical line has a slope that is undefined. Okay, I'm just going to jump ahead to G, I'll jump ahead to G, and you guys can do the rest by yourself. So if we look at G, we've got going down 3 and across 1. Okay, this is the slope of G. So for G, we want to know the slope, we want to know the change in y divided by the change in x. Now we're always starting at the left, going to the right. So the point that's furthest to the left, all right, we've gone across 1 space. But then for y, if we're starting at this point, y has gone down, okay? And so because it's gone down, we have -3, all right? Y has direction, which means it's either going to be positive, as it was in our earlier circumstances, positive because you're walking uphill, right? Here we have negative slope because you're walking downhill. Now -3 divided by 1 simplifies to -3. Okay, so I'll get you guys to have a go at E and F and H. Okay, if you can have a go at E and F and H, and I'll write an answer up there in a moment. And then we can have a go at question 1 and 2 from 11C.1.